Hi, readers. I hope you all have been doing well and practicing self care. It's your girl, Kianta, here, and I am the writer behind Dear Reader. Today, I am finally here with the last episode of my Walking in Your Purpose series. This is episode 4, and the title of this episode is called Protect Your Dreams. Side note, if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. I just want to make sure that I say everything that I have planned to say and that my message gets across as clearly as possible. And then also a disclaimer, in no way am I claiming that I have the perfect life, that I have reached the success that I want, and that even that I have all the answers for you or just a blueprint. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to share my experiences as someone that is no longer a lost soul and has figured out their purpose or rediscovered their purpose again and wants to share through my own experiences how I have gotten to the place that I am today. So, it's been a long time coming. Thank you if you have been following along on this journey for the past couple of episodes, and give yourself a pat on the back if you made it to this episode, or give this video a like if you have made it to this episode. Okay, so let's talk about what the goal of this episode is. It is to inspire, as always, but specifically, I want to inspire others to understand the value of having a purpose and a dream. Not everyone is fortunate enough in this lifetime to fulfill their purpose or their dream, or to even know what their dream is. Some people don't figure out what their purpose in life was until it's too late. But if you are someone like me, or you're, trying to get to that space, really understanding what that means, and how fortunate it is to be able to live a purposeful life. So I'm going to get into sharing some of my experiences of how I protect my dream, and my purpose, and really getting into what that actually means. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing that I would say, this is a lesson or something that I have to repeat to myself very, very often. And it's to be careful who you are sharing your dreams with. Not everyone is going to be happy for you. Not everyone is going to see your vision or understand your vision. And you know what? It is not for them to understand. It is your life, and you are the only one that has control over your actions, over your thoughts, over your vision, and what you see for yourself in your life, and getting to the success that you know you deserve. I know that it's hard because you want your friends and you want your family to be in your corner and to support you and to want all of these great things for you, but that's just not the reality of it. And that's why it's so important, like I mentioned in episode 3, to build a community or find someone that you can be able to go to, that speaks life and positivity into you, gives you that motivation, and lets you know that you're on the right track, lets you know that you are doing a great job, and also being able to tell all of those things to yourself is very, very important. And being your own biggest cheerleader during this process is so, so very important. And then you have those people that are happy for you, that are proud of you. Sorry if you guys hear the honking in the back. I'm in LA. I live in a city, so it's always a lot going on. And I live by a freeway, so it's just a lot. But anyways, there are those people that are proud of you, that are happy for you, and are rooting for you, but sometimes don't know how. So when you're telling them things like, oh, I just accomplished this, or I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm really excited, da 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 da, those people may not know what to say. And for me, I have people like that in my life that are like, I see what you're doing and I'm always proud of you. I just don't know how to give you that encouragement you need. I don't even know what to say because I've never, had that for myself. And, it discourages me a little bit, or I wouldn't say discourages. I would say, I feel a little down about it, because it's like, you should be just as pumped and excited as I am about this. And you should be asking me all the questions and wanting updates all the time. And that's just not the case. So what I've learned is, to really just share, what I am comfortable sharing with other people and knowing who to share certain things with. And then also making sure that I'm picking the right time to share things and being prepared for whatever reaction that I may get from someone, and really leaning on all the affirmations that I tell myself, all the inspirational videos and quotes and things like that I lean on to always keep a positive mindset, because not everyone is positive about what you have going on, but that's why you have to be, right? All right. So the next thing that I would say is that you have to block out the noise. That kind of goes into what I was saying previously. You are the only one who knows what is best for you. Again, this is your life that we are talking about. I know, depending on how you've grown up, some people had more of a sheltered upbringing like I did, where sometimes it can feel a little bit hard to try to separate yourself from your family or your loved ones and try to really go out here and make something of yourself, and being the first one to have this mindset and being the first one that has goals, has a dream, and has a purpose. But you're going to have a lot of naysayers, and you have to block all of that out. All of the negativity, you have to learn how to not take those things personal. A lot of times people are just projecting how they feel about themselves and how they feel about where they are in life onto you, and that is not your business to take on that burden and that energy or those thoughts at all. You want to make sure that you are listening to yourself and your intuition. So that goes back to you knowing what's best for you. So we all have this intuition. We all have that gut feeling that tells us, man, this is what I should be doing right now. I got to get up and do that. And I have a lot of those moments that tell me that. And the only thing you have to do is listen to it. Whether you're someone that is spiritual or religious, and that thing for you is that part of that intuition for you is, God or some form of higher power that is telling you, those are things that you also want to listen to as well. And then also you want to just understand that your audience is not always going to be your family. It's not always going to be your friends. Those aren't always the people that you're going to appeal to. And that is something that I struggle with. I thought that once I started, making these videos or started posting content, that my family and my friends were going to like every video, like every picture, give me support, repost me, and things like that. And if you are going through your life trying to just please your friends and family, I feel like you're always going to be let down and you're always going to be disappointed. So some of your biggest supporters are going to be people that you don't even know, or associates that you may have in your life. And those are the people that you need to appeal to. Because obviously those are the people that are looking for things that you do, or looking to buy products that you create and are selling. So just remembering that. So you want to block out all the noise and just pay attention to who your audience truly is. The next thing that I would say is to try your best to stay inspired. For me as a creative, that's very important. Being inspired is how I create my art. It's how I come up with ideas for these videos. It's how I come up with ideas for the poetry or the short stories or whatever it is that I'm writing. So I have to always try to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly in any situation, and pull from those emotions and pull from those negative thoughts sometimes to create beautiful art. And most of the time those are things that people can relate to. So I think some things that you guys can do to help you stay inspired or get inspired, again, these are things that I do personally, is to read a lot of inspirational quotes. On Instagram, I follow a bunch of different pages that post inspirational quotes. I also, even on my own page, post those things because I know others are looking for that. Also listening to uplifting music. For me, it's music in general. I just really love music and how it makes me feel. So listening to any music, but in particular, there are two songs right now that I feel like I almost cry or am on the verge of tears every time I listen to it, because I can just resonate to every single lyric of those songs. And the first one is The Journey by Her. If you are someone that is just starting your journey or at the beginning of your journey, listen to that song, The Journey by her. And it just moves me every single time. And I'm like, yes, like I am on my journey. I will never give up. I'm out here doing it. And I'm proud of myself. It's not easy, but here I am. So that's a great song. And then this one might sound a little corny, but Almost There by Anika Noni Rose. And that's the song that Princess Tiana sings in The Princess and the Frog. That is like my favorite Disney movie. And every time I watch that movie and that song, that part of the movie comes on where Tiana is singing that song, I cry. It's not even that much of a sad movie. But I cry every time because I hang on to every lyric and I can relate to it. Those songs I would really recommend. Some other things that we can do to stay inspired is to watch inspirational videos. So I get a lot of those on TikTok now on my For You page because I like a lot of those types of videos. So they're always coming in, and I follow certain pages on Instagram or other social media so that I'm always getting those types of videos. So inspirational videos just always give you that kickstart you need, that burst of energy that you need to let you know that you are on the right path, to make you feel seen, in the work that you do. And then also I would say just keep inspirational outlets in rotation. So keeping the quotes and the songs, keep those in rotation to help you to feel inspired. I think that is very, very important. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't written down that is so important to say for this topic. Oh, yes. Going on this journey can seem very lonely. And it's crazy because I have a very close friend of mine, and we were having this conversation recently, and I have been with her along her journey from basically when she started up into now, and I got to see her growth. And she would always talk about how lonely it felt in that work and not being surrounded by other people that do the same work that she does, or having people in her corner that just understand completely what she's going through and how she's feeling. And I felt for her at the time, but I never truly understood what she meant until now that I am on my own journey. And this kind of goes back to the first thing that I mentioned on be careful about who you share your dreams with, is that a lot of the good news that I have, a lot of the milestones or a lot of the goals that I check off of the list, I am I am not able to share because I am not strong enough to be able to take people not knowing what to say to me, or people doubting me, or putting my dreams down. And then two, I just don't want to have that type of energy or thoughts, planted in my head. But it's a very lonely journey, especially for me. I come from a family that, don't get me wrong, everyone's doing great things, but it's not always positive, or not everyone is moving the way that I do. So it can be very lonely, and it's very sad that I don't necessarily feel like I have that many people to share with on just things that I'm accomplishing or doing. I had to build a community or lean on people just outside of my family to be able to get that, which is why I stress that enough. A lot of the things that I talk about are things that I have done personally. I will never share anything or tell you guys to do something that I myself do not do. But just know that if you are feeling alone or feeling like you have no one, I hope that my videos and me talking about my journey and my experiences with any topic that I'm talking about, I hope that you feel like you have a sense of community. I hope you feel that you are heard and that you are seen. And if you ever need someone to talk to, you can always leave a comment or, follow me on Instagram and leave me a message. And I am someone that we can be that community for each other if you are looking for someone, because I understand how lonely it is. So in conclusion, to kind of wrap up this video, to kind of reflect on the things that I talked about. The first thing is you want to make sure that you are careful about who you share your dream or your passion with. Other people may not get that vision, and they may not always be truly or genuinely happy for you. You want to make sure that you are also trying to tune out the noise as much as possible, and pay no mind to any naysayers, because they are not you and they don't see that vision and understand it like you do. Trust yourself, trust your vision, and trust your journey that you are on. And then also you want to make sure that you are trying to stay inspired and keeping inspiration all around you at all times. This is what's going to help you to stay positive, to stay grounded and focused, especially while you're in the beginning of your journey. With that being said, I know it just got a little bit deep, but with that being said, I just want to thank every single one of you. Even if it's just one person that is watching this, I want to express my gratitude to you all for supporting me, just watching this video, leaving a comment or liking. It means so much to me, and I just appreciate you guys all. I want to repeat some affirmations with you guys since I am ending my first series. I am proud of me. I am brave, and I did it. I think it's so important to thank yourself and show yourself gratitude as well. Also, I want to make sure that you guys are staying tuned for new videos that are coming soon. This is not the end of my YouTube videos or series on this channel, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't have to wonder where I'm at or where to find me, because I'll always show up under your subscriptions list. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Like all of the other videos in the series if you enjoyed it. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss an upload and you're notified as soon as a new video is out. And then follow me on Instagram if you are looking for inspiration and just need some self-care tips. I am a huge self-care advocate, so I post a lot about self-care on my other social media platforms, mainly Instagram, at dearreader.co. And then also check out my website. I do have a written blog that I have if you are just looking for some additional content or to go more in depth about some of the topics that I talk about, whether it's self-care or my journey and things like that. And again, thank you. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.